We're here. We're Dex. We're live on Facebook. We're live on Vimeo, and I think a couple other places that I don't really look at. So we're here. The live chat is happening on our YouTube channel. If you want to check that out, just go to Pulse of Trading on YouTube, and you can participate in the live chat. So, and this also means that I can post people's comments again, which is awesome. And spoon powdered 23.
Uh-oh.
Back first. Let's see. Oh, look who's here. CO is back. Good to see you. IT is here. Kevin, how's it going, Kevin? Very cool. That's right. We are everywhere. We are everywhere, my friend. So Dex, how you doing, man? We're going to talk about ROctober today.
Yeah, we need to.
Dex, we're going to look at the markets, of course. We'll pull up some charts for y'all. But we're going to talk about some news too. So let me grab that link. You just gave it to me and I lost it again.
It's in a private chat here.
Oh, cool. Yeah, thanks. Oh, the private chat. This private chat. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Boom. I don't see it. Are you sure you sent it to me? There.
It's in the stream, the live. You know, look at the link. Look under the private chat. See it?
No, man, it didn't come up. Don't worry about it. I have it from where you showed.
Here it is again. I just posted it again. Do you see it now?
Now it came up this time.
Okay.
But I don't need it anymore.
All right.
But yeah, we've got news. We've got some cool things. So remind me to talk about our new special deal, special free thing that we're doing. We can let people remind me if I don't talk about that, please, Dex.
Okay.
So welcome everybody. Welcome if you're watching on Facebook. I don't see anybody in the chat from Facebook, but people are here. The requests are coming in. I'm so glad we're back on. We were trying out some technology and we weren't able to engage with the live chat, and it was sad. So
it was very sad.
Yeah, so I'm glad we're back and we can handle. Especially, we've got a lot of folks who have alerts set for when we go live on our PulseWave YouTube. So, let's see what will happen. We'll get to that. Remind me to get to that. First off, I'm going to share my screen here, and we're going to look at this article. So you were talking about this earlier, Dex. Someone posted this in the PulseWave Trading.
Yes.
Room, and this has to do with something that we've been very interested in. Mr. Reggie Middleton, founder of Veritasium, blogger on Zero Hedge, right?
He's a notable figure, Wall Street figure.
Yeah.
He's been on all the business channels, CNBC, you name it. He was a regular on those stations. Basically, well, first of all, before we get into that, ladies and gentlemen, we're now into ROctober. This is the most volatile trading month of the year. Things get really crazy around this time, as you guys have seen and experienced. The Dow can be down 300 points in the middle of the day, and by the closing time, it's up 400 points. You guys have seen that. It's been a wild roller coaster type of a ride. But it should be noted that this is being brought on by the powers that be. It's not just your, run-of-the-mill, business as usual, standard market forces at work. It's not just, buying and selling. It's not just trading. All right. It's not trade volume. This is news-driven markets. We have so much going on right now just in the global economic space that it's causing mass confusion in the markets. So we have everything from the trade war with China, how it's affecting U.S. businesses, how the NBA now is suffering. They've lost just about all their China sponsorships. All types of things are happening. So the global economy as we know it is in jeopardy at this point. And it's not just a US thing or a China thing, it's a global thing. Central banks across the globe are committing to QE for just about every major G20, G7 country. Everyone is now dependent on the central bank spigot to be turned all the way on. They're saying that the markets, the global economies will not make it without stimulus. So we've entered into a stimulus economy where if the Fed doesn't open up a trading account and start trading and buying up assets, that they're saying that the economies are not going to make it. The world's not going to make it. All right, you can't take the crack away. So every country has now become a crack baby of the central banks,
Mm-hmm.
and you can't take the crack away. All right, they've been on the crack for so long, it's now become part of their bloodstream.
Yeah. Yeah. That's right.
And if you take the crack away, you could kill the patient.
Mm-hmm.
So they have to give these small doses of crack. It should be noted too that historically speaking, every time the Fed does any type of stimulus, it normally takes about an average of 18 months for it to trickle down throughout the economy. All right. And that's just for one stimulus, just for one rate cut, just for a quarter basis point rate cut. We've had so many rate cuts in the last decade that technically speaking, this rally could last another decade before you exhaust the stimulus that's already been done to it. All right. So that's where we are right now. But for some odd reason, the debts have skyrocketed. Debt to GDP is insane right now. There's so much happening. Companies are still firing people and laying off workers and closing up shop. Unemployment, the real unemployment rate, is still catastrophic. All right. So you have all these things happening, and families are not spending. So you have an economy that's based on people spending money, not saving money, but spending money.
Yeah.
All right. When people stop shopping, the economy comes to a halt. So you have those issues happening as well. So many things are happening at once, and it's making the market's head spin. It's very difficult to go to try to nab heads or tails of what's really going on. So that's where we are currently in this particular environment. This is where we are. This is what's happening. All right. So this is what the market is trying to digest and deal with.
Mm-hmm.
Then you come in here and you now have the government going after entrepreneurs and going after companies. Not only is our US Constitution in jeopardy, especially freedom of speech, but they've almost all but outlawed entrepreneurship. Why do I say this? Because you have now people clamoring for socialism. Socialism destroys the entrepreneurial spirit. All right, we're getting to the point where the state wants to own and operate everything. We already live in a fascist environment with the merger of government and corporations. That's what fascism is, the merger of state with corporate. And right now we have corporate and state so commingled together that you don't know where the government ends and the company begins. Okay. That's where we are right now. And that segues us into the current article, the SEC in settlement talks with quote unquote fraudulent ICO organizer Reggie Middleton. Now, it should come as no surprise to most people that Mr. Middleton will become the target of the SEC. Not only has he embarrassed the Wall Street talking heads on numerous occasions, but let's call a spade a spade. He is a black man who is trying to empower individuals by entering into the crypto landscape and offering a Veritasium token. So it is not strange for the government to come after him and to try to discredit his name in the street. And if they have their way, they'll be able to even ban him from participating in markets, period. They want to get him out of there. Okay. He was too vocal. He was too powerful. He became too popular. Okay.
Mm.
So now I'm gonna read to you this brief article here, and I want you guys to read between the lines. I know some people may struggle with that, so you have me here to dissect the Fed speak for you.
All right.
All right, here we go. The U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission announced it has entered into settlement discussions with Reggie Middleton, organizer of the $14.8 million Veritasium Initial Coin Offering, ICO. All right. In a filing with the New York Eastern District Court published on October the 2nd of 2019, the regulator said discussions with the defendants have taken place ahead of a pretrial conference. This announcement comes on the heels of two settlements with the SEC over unregistered digital securities offerings. Okay, so we've gone just in a 2-year period, we have gone from cryptocurrencies is not money, cryptocurrencies are not securities, to them calling them securities now. All right, so here we are.
Look at the EOS Block 1 settlement, $24 million penalty.
Yeah, but peep this though. Before I get to that,
somebody got a raise for scoring that one.
Understand what this is. This is a shakedown.
Shakedown.
They're saying, Mr. Middleton, you're not part of the in crowd here. All right. So you don't have our permission to operate and do what you're doing. So the government comes in and they extort money from people. This is what they do. They're saying, where's our cut?
That's it.
All right. You didn't get our permission, because that's what it is. It is an extortion. When they hit you with with a penalty, they call it a penalty. It's an extortion payment.
It's just their cut.
They're saying that they want a cut of what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That's what this is about. Because if you really break it down, if the government is in the business of law enforcement, where do you get the penalties from, and where does the money go? Who gets this money? This money doesn't go into the economy. This money doesn't go to help poor families. This money is going into someone's pocket at the top.
Absolutely.
Of government. Yeah. Understand that.
A little goes to the cocaine fund. A little goes to the company car.
Exactly. Don't forget the hookers.
I was about to say hookers and blow, man.
Exactly.
They act like they're protecting us. It's so disgusting.
Yeah. So check this out. They negotiated a $225,000 settlement over its $120,000 raise of September the 30th.
That was for SIA. Yeah.
Right. And then the EOS maker, Block 1, agreed to pay the $24 million penalty on a raise that totaled $4.1 billion.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Now, according to the initial complaint, so notice how they threw in this stuff in addition to talking about Reggie Middleton.
Yeah.
To make it seem like this is all on him. Does it make see how they do stuff? See how they play and throw things in there, playing with words? According to the initial complaint, Middleton claimed Veri tokens were not securities and willingly misled investors about the token's potential value. He obfuscated his business plan, and at several times referred to the tokens as software.
Exactly. Yeah.
Or compared them to prepaid gift cards to be used on a technological platform. Let's pause for a second. Okay. So if these algorithms is what coins are made of, is that not software? Do you not need software to prepare, design, and run these coins?
Yes, it's literally software.
Okay. So then how is that illegal? See how they play with words, thinking that the American people are dumb?
Dude, you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of Hollywood leftist cancel culture. where you said this was that, and somebody said, oh, so you're a white supremacist. Like it reminds me of that kind of stuff. And one thing's ticking me off about this article. I don't know the guy who wrote this, but there's no pushback in this article.
No.
Am I missing something? I don't want to prejudge the guy. Maybe there's a lower part.
You're so ahead of me. I didn't even get there yet. But
yeah,
yes,
sorry,
you were absolutely correct. Now, peep this. It says Middleton
was
further accused of manipulating securities value post ICO and misappropriating at least $520,000 of investors' money for personal use. Well, once again, I thought these weren't securities. You're calling crypto securities when it comes to you shaking people down.
Mm-hmm.
But on live television and in live conferences, you play down and say cryptos are just a fad. They're not currencies. You say they're not currencies. They're not securities. But when you want to sue someone and shake them down, you say, oh, those are securities. So the government is making it up as they go along, and they can do whatever. They're showing you that they have the guns and the nukes and the bombs, and they have the hitmen and the hit team, and they can do whatever they want. What are you going to do? All they do is shoot you and erase you. And that's basically what they're just flexing their muscles to do whatever they want, showing you how powerful they are.
Mm-hmm.
Now, in 2017, Middleton claimed a hacker stole $8 million of funds raised during the ICO. The funds are still missing. Okay, so all you have to do, since you guys are so big and bad and have all the power, why don't they hire a forensics accounting team to follow that money and find the money?
Yeah.
All right. So they don't want to do that because
are they talking about ETH?
Look, they're not telling you what they're talking about. That's the downside.
That's my point.
So we know that hackers,
I'm assuming they're talking about some ETH that was stolen,
have been plaguing the crypto industry for years now, coming in and stealing people's money out of their wallets and all types of weird stuff out of hacking exchanges.
And here's where I come in with that. When they're talking about hacking, most of the time it's really phishing. The way the news reports it is as if cryptos are something that can get hacked at any given moment. Usually it's a matter of phishing. In other words, somebody got you to put your private key somewhere that it don't belong. And as a result, they were able to move your funds. So, again, I'm not up on this story. Who knows? But more than likely, they're referring to something that got somebody that got in between him and the funds, or somebody who lost the funds on an exchange. And feel free to correct me in the live chat if I'm missing something. But anyway, back to
well, this is the worst part. And this right here is how the government deals with people. And remember, if they do this to him, they can do it to you. All right. That means we're next. All right. So this is not, oh, poor Reggie or that's on him. No, if they do this to him, they're showing you they can do this to anybody. In an emergency action in August, the regulator froze Middleton's assets and asked the court to ban him from operating a public company or participating in a digital asset securities offering. All right, stop right there. See, this is that nonsense that we talk about all the time. All right, and people say, oh, you're talking about, oh, it's conspiracy. No, this is not a conspiracy. They froze the man's assets. That is a fact.
Did they really?
That's not a theory. It's a fact.
Yeah.
See, that's what they do.
I wasn't paying attention for a minute.
By freezing your assets, it prevents you from being able to defend yourself in court, because now you can't afford to hire a defense team because your assets are frozen. That's how they play dirty. Why do you need to freeze a man's assets?
They have the full resources of the government, and you've got nothing because they froze your assets.
Exactly.
God forbid you defend yourself.
You can't defend yourself. You can't do anything. And you can't eat. All right? You can't pay your bills. They don't care if you lose. What if he was in a rental? Let's say he didn't own a house, but he's renting an apartment or something. If you can't pay your rent, you get evicted. You're out in the street. All because they froze your assets. See how the government does you? And I thought, whatever happened to innocent until proven guilty? Whatever happened to being judged by a jury of your peers? They're playing this as if he's guilty already. They've already tried and convicted him. Okay. without anything, without even having a trial. These are just arguments that they're bringing against him a case, but they have not proven their case yet. He has not been in a trial. This is just them bringing an action against him. So why would you take away the man's right to defend himself? It's because it's not even about that. They're showing you and telling you it's not about guilt or innocence. It's about them shaking him down and stopping him because obviously he's getting in their way of what the government wants to take over and run the whole crypto market. I told you guys this years ago in my documentary, the Federal Reserve and central banks versus the blockchain. If you haven't watched it, it's still on YouTube. You need to go and you need to check that out. I go into a lot of depth in breaking down how this works. And now here we are. Here's this article. Here we are today. And you are now seeing the manifestation of that documentary that I did. I warned you that this was coming. I told you that the government wanted to take over. All right. If they can't shut and stop something down, they come and they take it over. That's what they do. All right. So it's terrible they're doing this to this one man. He's not a criminal. He's not a gangster. Again, these are just accusations. All right. And the way the article is being written is already convicting him and saying, oh, he did this. He did this. Instead of people focusing on the word he was accused of. Not proven of, but accused of. All right, where's the proof? Where's the trial by your juries, a jury of your peers? Where's all this at? Again, you're freezing a man's assets and barring him from working. This is this man's livelihood. This is what he does. And now you're saying he can't operate a company or participate in a digital asset securities offering. He can't. So now you're saying the man can't work. He can't do nothing.
Dex, they're trying to protect us, Dex. We don't know what we're doing.
Protect you from what? When there's nothing been proven.
From
These
the
are just
software.
Accusations.
Dex, what if I buy the software and it murders me, Dex? Have you ever seen a movie? Have you seen The Terminator?
Man, the Constitution
Robots
is void at this point. We don't have a Constitution. We are living in a fascist system, people. You need to wake up and smell the coffee. Straight up. Freedom of speech is gone. You're now guilty until proven innocent. You have to now prove that you're not guilty instead of them proving that you are guilty. Yep. The onus is on them. They brought the lawsuit. They need to prove. They should not have the power and ability to freeze your assets. You have a right to defend yourself.
Exactly. And just knowing how cryptos are, the volatility in the market, it's a whole new set of economic instruments that are in development. It is, in fact, software. The uses, the value, the versatility of these assets is something that is being discovered and invented day to day. To take a guy down for false claims on something that is inherently flexible, pliable, in flux, and in development is just is crooked and cruel.
It is, and it lets you know where we are as a society.
Yeah.
This is what's happening, folks. This is where we are. They don't care.
They don't care.
They don't care about you.
All right.
And that's what we're seeing here.
I'm told my pancakes are ready. So let's check out a couple of first of all, Clark, I agree. Dex is on fire. And we're getting a lot of love here, Dex. Look at this.
Well, I appreciate that.
Yeah, people missed us, especially here on YouTube where they can interact. You're the best, Spoon Powered 23. Definitely hit that like. Let's see here.
I think this is a good time for you to make your announcement.
Oh yeah, hey, thanks, Dex. Thank you. So
I got your back.
We've got something cool here. In fact, I'm going to share the screen and show you guys right on our blog, Pulse Wave Trading. Let me throw this up on the screen. So I like to use Bill Murray as my avatar, so I threw it on there. But we've got something new. We've got Dex's free price trigger trade of the week. And it's Dex's because the price triggers are his, but the videos will be mostly me guiding you through it. Because once you know how to use a price trigger, you can do it all by yourself, and it's very, very powerful. So here's the thing. We've always had at PulseWave Trading, since we launched our website months ago, we've always had a free membership. But Dex, it was boring. There was no reason to do it. All right. And I even make fun of it in the intro video to explain how this works. So here's what I want you to do. Go over to pulsewavetrading.com. Very simple. On our blog, I have a video about the free price trigger of the week. But even better than that, you don't see it on my screen because I'm logged in. But if you go to pulsewavetrading.com, right on the homepage, this is ticking me off because I'm logged in. I got to log out. But right on the homepage, there is, I'm going to open it in the Brave browser because then they'll be able to see it. It's going to slow my computer down excruciatingly, but it'll be worth it. They'll survive. But this is what I want everybody watching to do. There's a bunch of people watching on Facebook and on YouTube, and people are going to watch this later, and it's amazing. So I want you to go to pulsewavetrading.com, and if you're not already, if you're already a PulseWave Trading member, this is nothing for you. This will do nothing for you. You've already got the gold. But we like, we like to give you a little taste. We learned from the crack dealers. If you go pulsewavetrading.com, right in the top here, well, there's a button that says Get Started. You can click that, or at the top of any page, there's a thing that says Free Membership. You click on that, you give your email, you create a password, and you will have a free account with us. Okay. And that free account, which used to be boring and frankly, utterly useless, I confess. We tried to make it interesting and it just wasn't. And then we had this amazing idea recently where we said, let's make it actually the most awesome thing ever. And we have. And this is what you get now with your free membership. This is the free dashboard for people who have free memberships. You get access to, I'll start with the coolest thing, the free price trigger trade of the week. And when I say price trigger trade of the week, I don't mean on Sunday night, we're going to give you a price trigger and wave goodbye. Every day, I'm going to be walking you through how to update and manage the particular trigger that week. This week, it's Litecoin, Bitcoin. I would have done ETH, but it got away from me. Your ETH triggered so hard, Dex, that I couldn't use it this week.
Yeah, it's like, hey, don't forget, we're using the loaded triggers.
Yeah, they're loaded.
So if you don't put the trades on when you get the prices, you could miss a trade easily.
Yeah. So here's what we're doing with it. There's a couple parts to it, and I'll be brief, folks. Don't freak out. You're going to get a pair that's updated with the rest of the price triggers during the week. So this Litecoin, Bitcoin, we are going to put out this week. I mean, it's Wednesday already, but on a normal week, we will put out 5 price trigger reports on Litecoin, Bitcoin that week. And a price trigger report is just a couple numbers. And we show you how to use those numbers. Not only am I going to put those out, I'm going to be posting videos telling you what to do with them. So you're going to be walked through it. On top of that, we are going to update on our Twitter and on our brand new PulseWave free Slack chat. This is for people who are not paying members, but free members. We have a new PulseWave free Slack chat. There's already a couple hundred people in there, so it's going to be a really fun place. We're also going to be updating people there whenever we go live. We're going to be updating people there whenever we post on our blog, Outside the Bots, which is our really awesome new blog. If you haven't seen it, outsidethebots.com, it's actually really awesome. So this price trigger, I'll show you an example. This is the first one. This was posted a couple hours ago, and this is still hot. You could still use this. It has all the info of what you're going to need in order to trade that trigger. And then, of course, an instructional video by a beautiful bald man. Look at this guy. Dex, did we hire like a head model?
Pretty much.
Is that a real human being?
That is a real head you're looking at.
Oh, wait. It's me. Jen was making fun of me, the executive cat blogger, my executive assistant. She said, Frank, we've got to do something about your walls. I said, why? And she said, because your head matches them.
Wow.
And I said, for the first time ever, I'm literally going to fire you and not be your friend anymore. So, wow. But she's right. My head matches the walls. So, in that video and in subsequent videos, at least for the first trade of the week, I will be doing a video walking you through how to do it. Then if the trade gets updated, for example, if it gets filled, if the trigger gets hit, we'll be updating the stop losses right here on your free page, and we'll let you know about it on Twitter, and we'll let you know about it on the PulseWave free channel. But the only place to get the actual trigger prices is right here on your PulseWave membership free dashboard. Okay. As I said, if you're already a member of PulseWave Trading, this is like, you don't need this. You already have this. You have this and a million more things. But for those of you who want to dip your toe, see what it's like to trade a price trigger, I'm going to take you by the hand and walk you through it. Now, one thing you don't have here is you don't have the POP method, which is a tool that we give our members to manage their own trades, which gives you a lot of freedom, makes it low stress. So we can't give that to you because people pay good money for that, and it's very, very valuable. But me and our moderator, Cramerica, are going to be monitoring the trade throughout the week, and we will post updates right here whenever we need to update the stop loss. So let's say the trade triggers, and now you're in the trade. Oh my goodness, I've got real money active in the markets right now. What am I going to do? Well, you always update your stop so that you can preserve your profits. Well, we're going to be telling you how to do that when it happens. So, yeah.
If you want to learn to do it by yourself, well, then you go ahead and you'll subscribe to the real account. And then you'll get all of that where you'll be taught exactly how to do it yourself.
Exactly. And the thing is, we can afford to do this because we know most of you are going to want to do that. You're going to want to.
And we have an awesome moderator. Cramerica is an awesome
Dude,
moderator.
I told him today, the guy's killing it. He's just killing it. And he's going to, I asked him if he would help me with this as well, and he's going to, so.
That's what's up.
Yeah. Okay. Back to the phone lines. back to the live chat. All right, here we go. Let's check out Dex. Let's pull up some charts now. But just go to pulsewavetrading.com. At the top of the page, you'll see a thing that says free account. You don't see it on mine because I'm logged in. But if you go to pulsewavetrading.com, click on free account. All you do is email and password, and you created your free account. You'll have access to this dashboard. You could watch our welcome video. There's Bill again. And you'll be good to go. It also will give you access to this link to join the free chat room. And you should be following us on Twitter already. For goodness sake, folks. Don't you want to support the good work that Dex is doing in the world?
You would think that.
You would think it. Or I don't have the link in the banners yet. I'll do it later. Anyway, PulseWave Trades on Twitter. All right, let's move on. Let's check out a couple charts, and then I'm gonna go eat my gluten-free pancakes. Low carb pancake. My wife, while I'm loading the chart, my wife makes gluten-free low carb pancakes out of bananas and eggs.
Wow.
Dex. It's like getting saved. It's unbelievable. No, it's ridiculous. Bitcoin
it's a
is
blessing
up.
when you have a wife that can really throw down in the kitchen.
It's amazing. Bitcoin's up $423 today.
Go post waves.
Which is probably why my Litecoin trade didn't hit, because you want to, no one's looking to get out of Bitcoin right now. So,
and that's probably why you're so happy.
Yeah, it's actually a good thing. It's actually a good.
Probably moved all your assets over to Bitcoin.
This is the thing with what I'm doing lately. I've repented of my sin of using stable coins. I'm staying in Bitcoin almost all the time now, and it's a lot lower stress. You get to stack those satoshis. So, with the price triggers, as for example, if you're using the BTC pairs, when you're trading in and out of Bitcoin, if the trigger doesn't hit because Bitcoin went up that day, guess what? That's good. Your account value increased. And if the trigger gets hit and the trade plays out, you'll end up with more Bitcoin. That's the goal. All right, so Dex, let's do some quick thoughts, and then we'll take a couple requests, and then it's pancake time.
All right, let's do it.
You see the screen, right?
Yeah, I can see your screen. Let me just make it bigger on my end, and we can just roll right in and crush it.
Let me go full here. Make it even bigger for you.
All right, so let's see. This Bitcoin. All right, so you can see it. It ceased trending lower. We did put in a bottom on the daily chart.
That's nice.
And the market is now in a position to rally back up to the bottom of the Kumo cloud. And where is that at? Was that 10,000 on the daily?
Right. What the bottom?
No, the bottom of the Kumo cloud on the daily.
Oh, sorry, it's like 10,000.
Around 10,000.
What are you looking at? Yep. Yeah, about 10,000. Yeah.
All right, so the potential
a little above
for this is a run to 10,000. So 10,000 is now in play. If
Nice.
we can get enough motor behind it. We got mad rampage coming up on the weekly chart as well, which means we could get here, folks, possibly by Christmas. All right, we could get to 10,000 by Christmas. We'll see. Why will it take that long? Because we're still kind of in this vortex here, where we could still yet hit another low, put in a new low. So we'll
Right.
see what happens.
Yeah.
It could fail.
Yeah.
Technically speaking,
This
on
is
the
a lot of
weekly
pressure on
chart,
the weekly, right? That's a lot of
yeah,
pressure.
we're still bearish, okay, because we're below the Kumo cloud on the daily chart, and we're still in a downtrend channel on the weekly chart.
Yeah.
But we got those bullish pointers on the weekly chart. So I believe that those weekly pointers are letting us know that the market wants to get back up to the teens
That'd be great.
when this is all said and done. So we're not in a bull market yet, but we do have bullish momentum that is in the market. And coming into today, we did have a rally alert coming into today for today's trading. So
Nice.
most of our pulse wave people caught pretty much all of that move today on that daily bar.
It's a nice green bar to catch.
That's a wonderful bar to catch.
Let's look at one more crypto, and then we'll go into some metals because I love metal.
Yes, you do.
Here's another one that did really, really well today. This is BNB, up 8%. Oh, that's the weekly. Sorry, up. Let's see, up 5.99% right now on the daily.
Yeah, this is another one. A little bit different than the Bitcoin though, because you had a nice rally off of the lows on the daily chart, and the market really is trying to get back up to below the Kumo cloud,
getting close,
which is going to be strong resistance. On the weekly chart, you're still in a downtrend channel. You have not broken that pattern. You're still bearish, and you're below the Kumo cloud. So this one, if we can get more momentum behind it, it could run. It could try to make a little run here. We'll see.
Yeah, that'd
nice
be cool.
Little dead cat bounce. But don't forget, you're still in the bear market, and rallies could be sold. So you got to watch it.
Okay. All right. Let's. What do you want to do? The Dow?
Yeah, we can do the Dow.
Let's take a look. Down $275 today.
275 points. Yeah, the Dow.
Points. Yeah, sorry.
Coming into today's trading, the Dow had a rally alert, and it looks like what's the price now? What's the current price on the daily?
Just above 2,600.
So we're 2,600.
2,630.
26030. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So it's down, but it's kind of holding. It's really.
Yeah. No, it is.
Right
it
now.
is dollars. It is dollars, not points. It's down $270. Yeah.
Huh?
The E-mini. No, am I mistaken?
No, that's points, man. That's not dollars. It's points. you say dollars when you're talking about cryptos.
Okay.
But when you're talking about the futures, that's down 276 points.
Okay,
now
gotcha.
279 points. So it's down almost 300 points.
Yeah.
Not dollars, points.
So what's this value here?
You're getting close to being down $1,500 per contract.
Oh, yay.
It's $5 a point.
Yeah. Okay. I see.
Every 100 points is $500 per contract.
Mm-hmm. People are gonna make fun of me now. I don't trade futures.
So this is a painful trade if you're long.
If you're long,
and you didn't have a stop in there, so this will be considered a painful trade.
And
what's
here
the
it is.
high? What's the high today on the daily bar? What's the high?
The high is 26,350.
So it went. So you rallied 26,350. All right, and now it's taking you down all the way to 26 even. So it's pretty much given up all of the day's rally, and we've already started tomorrow's trading. So in the overnight market, you've erased today's rally.
Yikes.
But according to what I'm looking at here, you're nowhere near the sell short zone. So this is interesting because in the daily chart, you do have a bearish pointer the market is threatening to go to. Same thing on the weekly. We have that pointer. So it's possible that the market wants to break down some more. I wouldn't be surprised if we get a crash alert for tomorrow. Here's the thing though. For the last 10 trading sessions, the market has been locked in with bearish momentum. So the market's been under selling pressure for the last 10 trading sessions, even with rally alerts. So the market did try to stage rallies throughout the last 10-day trading cycle, but at the end of the day, the rallies kept getting sold. So you had to take your bullish profits very quickly during the trading day in order to catch, be ready to catch the downside. So you were trading both sides of the market during this last 10-day run. And that's what ROctober's about, people. It's very rocky.
Let's
It's
do let's check a metal. Let's do some metal.
all
And
right.
then we had a request for oil that I want to honor because it was very early.
All right. So if you want, all right, on metal, what do you want to check?
I
You
got
want to check
the
motor
GC
head
up.
or do you want to check battery?
Yeah. Let's do
So you want to
GC.
check metal,
Yep. Metal.
All right.
Could be none more metal. Here we go. This is GC.
I see nothing.
Oh, sorry, man. I got kicked out while you were talking. That's why
Wow.
yeah, oh, I was long story, but I got kicked out. You were talking. It continued to broadcast, but I wasn't here for a minute, so
Uh-oh.
that's why the chart went away. Here you go.
All right. So this is what now? This is gold.
GC, gold futures.
Okay, GC. All right. So you see we're still in that downtrend channel in the weekly chart. The daily chart, the market's broken out and ceased falling for now. The question is, can it catch that rampage and run even further? And that's going to be a good question. And I hope to see that run continue. So far in the overnight, we're up $6.40. We hit 1521.40 so far. So the long entry from 2 days ago just got triggered right now.
Cool.
Live on the thing. I just got the notification. I just got triggered live because I never took out I never canceled the long short trade because the market was basically caught in a sideways sideways momentum.
Mm-hmm.
And usually when that happens, I like to keep the initial signals and not the updated ones.
Sure.
So just got hit on it.
I love when it obeys the Kumo cloud like this.
That's right.
It's like magic, the Kumo cloud.
Pulse waves, baby. Pulse waves. You got to ride those waves.
So give me let's see. Give me a symbol. What do you want to look at for gold there, Dex? I'm sorry, for oil.
QM.
Here we go.
All right. So you can see oil has been in the downtrend too, but right now you're in a consolidation. You're just moving sideways. The price is the same price it is right now as it was in July. You've gone really nowhere. You're just in a very wide trading range. And you got pointers all over the place. The one that's ruling out right now is the bullish pointer from 4 weeks ago. So I think the market's going to try to make a run for that. We'll see. It's just in a sideways zone. You're at the bottom of the zone here. So technically speaking, you're in a buy panel right now where you'd be looking for a possible long entry if the momentum can get there and carry you there. We're down 65 cents right now. So far in the overnight market, we've hit $51.40. All right. So, the bears have been really killing it this last 4 weeks. And it's looking like there is a possibility that the market may want to try to put in a short-term bottom. I've had rally alerts during the last 10 days. Every day there's been a rally alert in the crude oil futures, but we've been locked in a downtrend channel for the last 10 days as well.
What does that mean?
Well, the market is just it's letting you know that we're getting close to a point where the market's going to want to try to stage a bounce.
Interesting.
Yeah. Cool. And what the system is doing, it's picking up on that activity and it's monitoring it. I would venture to even say that we actually tried to rally a little bit on October the 4th, but the market couldn't hold it. So you got a little bounce, you got a little rally, but it couldn't hold it. It just ended up giving it back at the end of the day. And that's how you got to where you are right now. So yeah, this one, it's like I said, it's trying It tried to do something 2 days back to back, the 5th and the 8th, and now here we are, and the market is the bears are coming in and selling a little bit. So this one it hasn't bottomed out yet, but it's starting to show signs of life that we may be getting near a support. Where is that support going to be? Probably around $50. Could even dip below it on a brief spike, like maybe hit 49 or 48.50.
Mm-hmm.
And then it'll probably rubber band and spring back up to like 54.
Okay, cool.
And this is over the next maybe 5 to 10 trading sessions.
Bob Time says, why are futures dropping?
Because there are more sellers than buyers. That's the technical answer. But
I love when you just state the obvious.
But like I said, it is a news driven market right now, folks. This is ROctober.
That's what he was asking.
The volatility is all over the place. There's news coming out every 5 seconds. Trump put out a tweet or whatever earlier talking about China has agreed to a partial trade deal, but yet and still we also get. Well, it doesn't mean anything because
that's what I mean. It's like he's always saying something like that.
The war is heating up. It's like dropping a nuke on your enemy and then saying, yeah, our enemy now has agreed to a partial deal because I nuked their city and I have his daughter tied up in my basement.
Sounds like a good position to be in.
Yeah, technically, he didn't really make a deal with you. He's doing this under duress. All right, you have his daughter tied up in the basement. So this is not really a fair deal, if you dig what I'm saying. So that's kind of where we are right now.
All right, Dex, you're the man. Great show. And thanks, everybody, for being here. Thanks for all the love and support. We appreciate it. Please do like and subscribe. You know what you could do for us, too, which would really, 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 really help, is actually start sharing the broadcast with people. Share on Facebook, share on your Twitter. We're finding that this channel has some algorithm problems lately, and so we'd appreciate any help that you could give. That would be great. And folks, pulsewavetrading.com, get that free account. You're going to love it. You're going to get addicted to it, and you're going to want to join the exclusive team of full-fledged paid members. You're going to want to get that starter or that pro membership and really dig in. But dip your toe. Free membership. We've got the PulseWave free Slack. Follow us on Twitter. We really appreciate it. Thanks for joining us today. And Dex, thanks for all your wisdom, man. This is a great episode. We'll see you folks soon. We're out.
And with that being said, remember, bulls make money, bears make money, but pigs get slaughtered. So remember to take what you can and give nothing back. Peace.